Hey ladies, it's Mercedes Naomi with Confessions of a Career Mom. I am coming to you from my car because I'm outside in these streets, which is really funny because that's what I want to talk to you about today, is being out here in these streets. Now, the last few weeks, I can admit that something hasn't been right with me. I just didn't sit down or sit still long enough to do a quick assessment to figure out what it was bothering me. So I finally did that the other day, and I just had to do a quick internal inventory and even look around in my house and my life to just get a better understanding of what was going on. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with this or if this is normal and comes with the territory, but in this new chapter of mine, I have reverted to being the young 19, 20-year-old who just left home and is traveling the world and doing things with zero restrictions. But the reality is, I'm 43, I'm a divorced mother of 2, but I am now an empty nester. And so, unlike the days that I experienced as a divorced single mother of 2 young children, where I always had something to do, always had to take care of someone, always had to manage multiple priorities, and mine were never at the top of the list. All of that is done with. I'm out here living life stress-free. With the exception to what's going on in the world, current events, I don't have any stress. None. This weight gain, but that comes from enjoying myself and eating and just having a good time with zero accountability and zero discipline. Yes, but we'll touch on that in a minute. But I have this newfound freedom, and I have realized that I have been acting like I don't have any sense, and I'm not balancing my work-life balance, work-life personal balance, work-life home-life balance. I'm not balancing it at all. I am doing whatever I want to do. I am not taking care of business. Look here, dishes will sit in my sink for days. Laundry, I have so many clothes. It had been 3 weeks since I had washed laundry. It didn't faze me one bit until it's time to wash the damn laundry. And now I gotta fold and hang up everything. And so the conclusion I came to was that it's different when you don't have anyone in the house watching your every move. You don't really have to be an example. You don't have to set a standard for how you want your children to mimic behaviors when they go off and they're on their own. I'm on my own, and I'm tired of having to do something all the time. And I want to be outside, and I want to go outside. I'm having fun. And with all that fun, when I do get home, I'm tired. I'm not thinking about cleaning. I'm not thinking about doing anything other than showering or bathing and getting into bed. And I can't live like that. My house isn't cluttered by any means, and I do have a housekeeper that comes. I only ever come once a month because the kids aren't with me anymore. They're not in the house. So it's just like once a month is fine. Plus I'm in and out, so I can take care of the minimal stuff. But now the minimal stuff has become mundane to me, and I just don't want to do it. So I've realized that me saying yes to every opportunity to be outside is really costing me peace of mind, and that's a no-no. That is a no-no. I have to start saying no, and I have to sit down and get a routine in place, and I have to start working on my discipline. So I feel like a part of that 40-day going to the gym every day will help me with creating my routine and just reestablishing discipline that I clearly have lacked the last 2.5 years since moving to Chicago. And I mean, I guess it comes with the territory. It's a new journey for me. I'm going with the flow, which is weird because I've never truly had limitations as to what I could do. But then I had significant responsibilities, and I had two little people looking up to me and watching my every move. So it was natural to just sit home or just do family-oriented stuff. I'm outside. Few of my homegirls have younger children, but most of the women my age, our children are grown. I don't have to be in those environments much or at all. Nevertheless, I gotta start saying no. So it's gonna be 100% no to everything until I'm in a space that functions for how I want my life to operate. And once I get that under control, I just gotta stay on top of prioritizing my thoughts and what matters to me. And then that's how I'll go from giving out 100% no to saying yes to the things that matter to me. Now, when I first moved here, I was saying yes to everything because this is new territory. I need to see what I like to do here. I need to see what groups I like to be around, what groups I can't be around, but what works for me. And so for me, it's a full immersion. I just kind of jumped head first and just started weeding out my observations and experiences that way. And I've learned a lot from doing that. But I can't stay out all night, all the time. Even though I feel the best part of the fun is the later in the evening. I don't know about you all, but I have the most fun when it's later in the evening. So that's all I got to say about that. Don't ask me no questions, and I'm not going to tell you any lies. I have a good time when it's late. But then what does that get me? I come home even later. I'm going to do my 7-step process to go to bed, and I'm only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep. What does that give my face? Black under eyes. This rosacea will flare up in a minute. Get yourself together, girl. No. I like to look a certain way when I go out. And I like to feel a certain way. And I just feel exhausted all the time. And it's self-inflicted because I have been on my mommy journey for so long. And I believe I did an excellent job. And I base that off the quality of my children. My very respectful, healthy, happy, mannerable, successful children. That's how I know I've done what I was supposed to do. And it's just, I don't feel I lost a part of my life being a mother, but there was a portion of it that was paused, and a new portion, hey, I am responsible for these two young humans. So this is what I'm focusing on. And I did what I was supposed to do. And now it's my time to kind of just tap back into what I like. Well, I didn't know what I liked at first. So I had to explore and find out, well, what the heck do I like, man? I didn't get to heal after my divorce. I had to go back to work. I had to figure stuff out. I had to come up with a strategy, which required me being mobile with taking assignments with 2 young children, picking up and moving across wherever I was sent with my 2 young children, never to a place where I had family or friends. I always had to establish a social support system wherever I went. And I did it because God didn't play about me or my children. And it's for once in my one little life that I get, I can breathe. I can put a cute little cocktail dress on and go out and have a great time. Laugh all in your daddy's face. Let him pour into me. Have great conversations with the girlies. I get to do that. And I haven't done that in quite some time. And I like the way that feels. Okay? But there's a cost because I'm not balancing playtime and serious time or go time. And I'm fortunate that I felt it. My body was telling me and talking to me, and I was ignoring it. But that's cool because I hear it and I'm listening now. I just got to sit down for a minute and get my stuff back together, because I've never been off my square. And I'm so off my square right now. Let me tell you, dishes, I just did dishes the other day. I just did laundry the same day. I have not gotten all my paperwork together to file taxes personally. I have not done my annual report for my nonprofit. I have not done my 990 for my nonprofit, which requires me working with the accountant that I use for my nonprofit. What else have I not done? It's a ton of stuff that I have not done that I need to do that are extremely important and haven't touched it. But you know what I have done? Booked trips, made reservations, and I know better. I know good and goddamn better, okay? But it's cool. I needed to experience this because, okay, I got the taste back of having this this newfound freedom that I have not had in quite some time. And it's all right, but you still have responsibilities, just none as significant as raising children. And let's be clear, I'm always going to be mommy. Whether it's a text or call away, if they need something, I'll jump back into that. So I'm just coming sharing my experience because I was just, wait, me not handling my business? How? I am a national award-winning entrepreneur and civil servant. I handle my business at work, but I am no longer defined as what I do. And when I was in Virginia and DC, I was my work. I was their mother. I had no individual identity. None. Hell, after my divorce, my counselor was, well, what is it you like as this woman? Because you're not, this woman that is in front of me is not the young girl you were when you got married. She was dropping these jewels on me to the point where I had to step back and was, I don't even know what I like. I don't know what I like sexually. I don't know what I like just in general. I don't know what hobbies I like because I conform to what my then husband wanted and felt he deserved. And being raised by my grandparents, that's how I was taught that. So this whole, even though divorce hurts, it was eye-opening for me. I really have become, and I'm still becoming, the woman that I'm destined to be. And when I say, oh, I've reached this status or this level, I'm good to go, that's nonsense, because I'm still learning. And I'm still, oh, okay, let me do this better. Let me get back on my P's and Q's right now and fix this. And I never thought that I would have had to sit myself down and do an internal audit because I'm not handling my business. Makes no sense to me. I'd be damned if I'm outside looking cute, floor length fur, and my house is not organized. A cluttered house, I feel, depicts a cluttered mind, and my mind was very cluttered. I'm not writing stuff down. I'm not paying attention to my calendars. I'm committing to events and whatnot, not documenting it or tracking it on my calendar, which makes me look crazy if I miss it, but also puts me in a state of having to rush and kind of be behind the power curve of getting things done. I don't know the way that feels, and it triggers my anxiety. And when that anxiety is triggered and Big Bertha comes out, I am not productive, I'm not useful, I'm not resourceful at all. And I'm aware of all of these things, and yet I'm out here with no regard to those things. So that stops. I am sitting down, getting my stuff back together, focusing on putting a plan in place to reestablish discipline and routines. And I'm excited about it. T.I. has a song on his first album where he's giving his younger street self a tongue lashing about getting his ish together because he's moving forward and he got stuff to lose. I feel like I had that same moment. And it's cool. Maybe we all need to do an internal inventory and check ourselves. I'm just sharing it with you. So if you do feel, or if you have if you felt some things aren't right and you keep overlooking it, I encourage you to have a seat and do an internal scan. I learned that when I was starting to meditate. You just go through the chakras and ask your body parts how they're feeling and listen. And when I did that, my mind was the one that was just, hey, we're burnt. We are all over the place. I've never been that before. Now, I'm a Capricorn, so I have joint pains and stuff that I'm really big into zodiacs. My joints, even though I have joint pain, my joints weren't bothering me when I did my internal scan. It was my brain, my mind. It was all over the place. No. My bread and butter comes from the creativity and ideas that my brain spits out. And if I don't have peace of mind and clarity, that's my money. I'm not about to come in between my money. I don't let anybody come in between my money. Not even me. So I say this to say it's okay to do a self-check. Call yourself on the carpet. If you notice you haven't been on your square, it's okay to check yourself. Get it back together. Come up with a plan. If you got to sit down for a couple weeks to get it together, sit down. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you got friends or close associates that don't understand that and have an issue, they're not your friends. Because I would want my friends to be on their best. And I would hope my friends want the same for me. So, I just wanted to share that aha moment that I had to check myself. And I encourage everyone to do a quick check. Are you good? Is everything good? Is life good? And for any woman who feels as if she is navigating uncharted territory, divorce, breakup, relocation, empty nesting, career changes, I encourage you to subscribe and get with this tribe. Oh, that rhymes. Because this is what this channel is all about. It's just journey. It's a journey. One big ass journey that no one has the manuscript or blueprint for. And we are out here winging it. Now, what I learned through my life's journey thus far is that I can't do it by myself. I tried and I was miserable. I was exhausted. My children felt it. But when I started tapping into similarly situated women who had already gone through where I'm at and what I'm currently experiencing, life got better because I listened. I took those best practices, and either you can use it, apply it, or get rid of it. But you do it for the betterment of your life and your children. So I encourage you and welcome you to subscribe, and let's do this journey together, and let's help each other out. You don't have to do it by yourself. I'm not going to do it by myself ever again. So I hope this helps, and I will chat with you ladies later.